G'day guys, welcome back to Wombat Gaming. Going to show you how I set up my greenhouse to get this full effect. I am using two sprinklers. I have two artificial lights and two automatic sprinklers, and I have at the moment 3 of the bees and 2 of the grow rooms. So I just want to show you how this is all set up. I have this pretty much fully automated, and yeah, it's really simple to do. So let's get back to the basics here. Now obviously I've got a skin on the walls. It looks pretty cool, but this will work with any kind of a structure, wood or anything. Now as you can see, I've made it too high, so these lights, if they're put basically in the middle of these 6 either side, you're going to get full light. In fact, even out here you're going to get let's have a look at the light in here. You're going to get 100% artificial light. So I could probably go bigger than this anyway. I could probably go another row. So at the moment, I think I could go to, I've got 6, 12, 24. I could probably do another 12, I reckon, down 3 down each side and 3 on the other side. So that would be another 12 as well. So we're looking at 36 plots here, as you can see, because I've just got these ones on the floor, with the 2 sprinkler heads. Now how it's set up is essentially, let's just go into build mode and have a look at, let's try that again. The roof has 2 of the water filters, and they are attached to these up here. Now I've attached to, where are they? 1 of each. So I've got a water tank running from up the roof. So I've got these water catchers up the roof, and 3 of them go to each of these. And then I'll turn on the things so you can see. It's a bit of a mess, but you can see that they're all running into 2 of these. I did have that one set up for purified water, but I haven't been using it. So now the downflow is automatic, so they just flow straight into these, and then they flow directly down from this area up there into these, and I'll show you that as well. So you can see the current is running downwards and into the filters, so they're just powered, and that's how you get these things to work properly. And then you run the power from them, of the water I should say, down into the sprinklers, and they are attached as well. Now I've got some of this set up to a switch as well, because just in case I wanted to turn this off at some stage. It doesn't use a lot of power. We're kind of looking at, not really sure, 6 watts for each of these. So that's 12, and then we've got these, I think they're around about 2 watts if I remember. Yeah, 2 watts. So 16 watts total. But as you can see, I do have some deviants in here as well. And I think 2 of them require power, if I recall. Let's just turn this power off. If we have a look at the grow rooms, these guys require, you can put these in the same location, a high temperature, electricity, and green light. So the green light's just attached to the roof. And you can see, yeah, the high temperature is just using a furnace. And you can see even over here, it's a reasonable distance away from the furnace. You can see that it's working fine. And the electricity. Now, I did have a flower in here because I had something else going on there. I do swap them out from time to time to get other things. Now, the bees, they require music, crops, and flowers. So long as you've got a flower growing nearby, it shouldn't be a problem. There's a flower growing over here. You can see it's just on, it's actually not getting any light or water, which means it'll grow really slow, which is super handy because we don't want it to be picked. So these guys are on full all the time. But you can see even over here, all that distance away, there are no other flowers in the area. It's just got wheat, and you got some pumpkins here you can see. So that kind of distance just seems to be working fine. We have our compost in the corner. And then we just laid out the basically, now to get these to fit in the middle of these, what you do is you lay out the 6 first. You place this irrigation facility down and kind of allow yourself a little bit of room, and then place down these. Now, if you do this setup without placing these down first, you will not be able to put them in the middle there. They just, for some reason, it just doesn't work. You have to put that down first, then place these, on top of it. So you can see I've just placed it directly kind of in the middle almost of each of these plots. And as I said, the lighting up the top. Now they're just artificial lights, they don't actually contribute. But everything runs in here fairly smoothly. And yeah, I could probably put down, like I said, more plots. Now I do have the grow shrooms. I got 2 of them and I got 3 bees. It's probably a little bit overkill, but I found not really using for everything else. I've got wheat on this one, and I don't think I've got anything set up on this one at the moment. Actually, he has run out of seeds. So to do this, you just basically click on this section here and you decide what you want. So if you want mushrooms, let's see if I've got any pumpkins. I've only got the ones. That's no good. We'll go with mushrooms, and you just basically how much you want, and then he will continually start to grow mushrooms then. So it'll be basically just yeah, mushrooms and wheat at the moment, and then you can alternate it as you need. So that's pretty much the setup. It's nice and fancy, this one. The flooring, I'll go across, it is 3 by 8, I think. Yeah, 3 by 8. So 8 across, 3 depth, and obviously 2 high. And it's all basically set up via a switch. Don't forget to put switches in. I didn't do this early on when I built this base behind me, but it is super handy if you want to set up turrets by yourself, because you can switch off things that you're not using, like workbenches and fridges and stoves and things like that. And also, if you, as an example, I'm pumping a lot of oil at the moment. I've got a pretty good perk where I can turn stardust ore into trace ore, I should say, into stardust. So I'm pumping a lot of oil here, and I'm running this up. Well, I've got to pick it up actually, and then I'm placing it up the top. But I've got it all on a switch here, you can see. So I can turn that off if I decide to use turrets. But I've got a fellow team member over there. He's got a turret system all set up anyway, so we kind of share that one when we work as a team. But I'll show you just quickly. I know it's not related really to the gardening, but you can see I've got all these up here. There's I've got probably refining facilities. I've got about 10 of them, and they are all on a switch here as well. So these switches only allow you 10 connections. So you'll see they've got 9 of these, and then the next connection goes to the roof where my power is. So just deviating from the farming a little bit, but I'll show you that just in case you're wondering how it's all set up. And yeah, you can see I've got the 6 up here, and I'm using yeah, a lot of these deviants to power get the extra wattage that I need out of these biomass generators. These are pretty handy because they only require you to have wood, and you can see even 45%, it's going to last me 154 hours. You don't have to fill them up too much, but wood is what I use. Anyway, that's yeah, I hope this was helpful. If you've got any questions about this farming setup, please hit me up down below. If you've got a slightly better system, or you think that I could have done it a little bit better, like I said, I could have gone definitely 6 out on each side wider, and while thinking through that I probably could have put another 4 on each side of this as well, because these guys down here you can see are getting water on these sprinklers. Even just no, so he's not quite making it, but he is. Now these guys are, I forgot to mention too, are set. Well, actually, I thought I had them set on 100. So you can adjust this by increasing that amount. So I probably, yeah, could have increased that. I did actually rebuild this recently, and when I was trying to move base, and that would cover, definitely would cover this area over here. So yeah, let me know what your thoughts are, and if I did do this again, I would probably, like I said, go out further. I'd go out another 4, another row of over here, and another row through here, and the same on the other side. So instead of the 3 by 4, you could potentially go out to, what would that be, 5, and you probably want another row up here. So yeah, so 5 by 5 would probably be the better solution, and then you could lay these plots down. Anyway, I hope this was helpful, guys. Hit that like button and consider subscribing to my channel too. Doing a lot more Once Human content, and I will see you on the next video. Wombat out.
When the diesel farmwell-less sprouts und lightning takes to the skies with pixels ablaze and battles untamed, we'll conquer the virtual never made.